What is up, Gig Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Jonathan here, checking in with you today to try and help you increase those Uber Eats earnings. I got a strategy for you guys to help you cut out those low-paying offers that we all hate to get. It is super easy to implement, but unfortunately a ton of Uber Eats drivers, especially new drivers on the platform, are missing out on this feature in the app. And I'm going to help clear that up for you guys today so that we can all get paid more delivering with Uber Eats. Currently, I have 109 deliveries on the Uber Eats platform and 100% customer satisfaction rating. Part of that, thanks to my new setup, I actually got this new heat bag and heating pad. It's kind of like a cool combo that I like to use. I'm gonna show you guys right here. Basically, I have this heating pad inside my heat bag here. I've taped that on with electrical tape, and then the USB plugs in to my car right here so that I'm actually keeping my orders even warmer than I normally would be. And needless to say, it's been working out pretty well for me. My customer satisfaction rating is through the roof, and I've been getting some pretty good tips coming in. I honestly do think that this helps me get better tips, and I'm going to continue to improve upon it. Right now it heats pretty well, but I'm gonna see if I can get something that heats even hotter. If you guys are interested, I'm gonna see if I can't help you guys out, order some of these in bulk, get the cost down, so that we can all continue to get those increased customer tips. But today's video, we're going to be looking at another easy feature to implement within the Uber Eats app that a lot of people are missing out on. And I did a video the other day about all of the mistakes that Uber Eats drivers are making. This is one of them. This is one of the biggest. It's one of the pain points in the app when you are making deliveries and Uber Eats sends you those orders before you're done and you can't see where that next delivery is going to. Now, a lot of drivers just take these orders if they're a high enough payout over low enough miles, but as a seasoned driver, you know that the direction that you're heading is paramount to your earnings. If you get an order that's 5 miles but in the wrong direction, away from good restaurants from the heart of town, then all of a sudden your next order is not going to be very good. So this strategy is going to help you filter out those orders that you do not want to be seen. And the way that it works is quite simple, actually. There's a button in the app that you can press once you've already got an order coming your way to make sure that you're no longer receiving offers. So I'm going to walk you guys exactly through how to do this, and it's going to help filter out those orders you don't want to be seen anymore. So when an order comes your way, you can go ahead and hit accept, start driving to that restaurant, and from here it's up to you to decide, do you want to stop receiving orders before you get to the restaurant, or do you want to wait till you pick up from the restaurant and then hit stop receiving? This is kind of where the gray area is. Personally, sometimes I hit stop receiving orders as soon as I receive that first order, but my strategy has kind of changed as I've started delivering more orders, and I've decided that I like to have those orders continue to come in at least until I get to the restaurant, because I get a certain amount of these add-on orders that aren't bad, and if they're below 3 miles, I just take them pretty much no matter what, because I know it's not going to be too far out of the way. And a lot of times with the tip included, these end up being kind of decent. So I don't want to filter all of these out. But once I've gotten to the restaurant, once I've picked up the food and I'm in the process of delivering to the customer, that is when I'm hitting this button. So let me show you guys what that looks like one more time. When the app pops up, I can literally just click on the little hamburger in the lower right-hand corner, and then I'm going to have an option to stop receiving new deliveries. So what's normally happens to me if I don't hit this button, usually it happens within like 100 yards from the customer's address. Instead of just waiting for me to drop it off, Uber pings me and I have to make a decision based on very limited data. So I do know the mileage and I do know the payout, but I don't know where I'm going. And we all know as an independent contractor that information is key. Having more information up front helps us make better decisions about our deliveries. And on top of that, the mileage that we're seeing in the app for that delivery total doesn't include the miles to the restaurant. So this could be a restaurant that's actually pretty far out of the way and could kind of have you heading in completely the wrong direction. If you've delivered with Uber Eats for long enough, you know that you occasionally get some really bad orders as far as how far out of your way they are. This is a time that Uber can kind of sneak those in there, and that you can end up selecting something that you do not want to deliver. Now, a lot of you might be saying, can't I just cancel this order if I do accept it and then I later decide I don't want it? Yes, you can. But unfortunately, even once you've finished the current delivery you're on, you're not going to get more information about that order. For whatever reason, the Uber Eats app just never gives you the complete picture if the order was given to you mid-delivery. So you're never going to see on a map exactly where that is. You're still going to have the delivery mileage. You're still going to have the total payout, but you're not going to be able to see where the customer's house is until after you've picked up that order. And so essentially what I'm getting at here is that if you hold off and then you go back online on the Uber Eats app, yes, you do need to do this because it will take you offline mid-delivery. Once you come back online, you'll be able to get orders that have the full map and have that full picture so that you can better decide if you actually want to accept them. And this is what we want as drivers. We want to filter out the orders with less information so that we can make the best decisions for our personal businesses. And I do know a lot of drivers that actually cancel a lot of orders, but like I said, you don't have a lot of information to cancel it on even after you've completed the order. So there's not a whole lot more to go off of here. It really works best just to filter them out. And as a driver, you do want to keep that cancellation rate low. You want to kind of reserve it to occasions when you really need it so that you don't fall above the average cancellation rate in your city, which can get you a warning from Uber, something that you definitely want to avoid. Avoid these warnings, avoid potential deactivation reasons, and you're going to have the best possible experience on the app delivering. So let me know what your strategy is. Do you go offline after you've accepted an order? Do you go offline immediately? Do you wait till you get to the restaurant? Do you do what I do and wait till that, you've picked it up? That way you can still potentially get some of those decent orders coming your way up until the restaurant. Or do you just like to shut everything off on the Uber Eats app completely once you've accepted that order? Did you not even know about this? Are you still, dealing with the hassle of having these orders coming your way while you're trying to make that decision while you're on the road? Look, not only could this potentially hurt your earnings, but it's kind of dangerous. I mean, you don't want to be trying to field offers while you're driving. You want to be focusing on the road, being as safe as possible, focusing on getting that food to your customer as quickly as possible. So even if you're not trying to maximize your earnings, this is something to consider just as a safety precaution in general. If you enjoyed this video or you know someone else that delivers for Uber Eats that might benefit from this content, make sure to hit that like button so we can get it to all of the right people, all of the right Uber Eats delivery drivers. As always, subscribe to the channel for all of the latest gig economy news.